Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters. You are listening to Haj Radio. You are listening right now to Z on the drive time. It's an extended drive time here. Today I want to introduce to you one of our latest presenters who's joined this team, and we're honored to have him here to share with us many of his wonderful ideas, right? Brother Razak Ghumran.
Thank you so much for your introduction. Just like to say I'm really happy to be on the show and look forward to working with all of you and looking forward to getting loads of phone calls. So please do give us a call on 0116 482 2086. That's 0116 482 2086. Or you can text us on 07748 855 055.
Brother Razak, I'm just going to remind all our listeners out there that Brother Razak, he met us in the community and he said, guys, I have a lot of things I want to discuss with the community, a lot of topics that are really important for us to address, as we are the generation that have to take the right footsteps to set a good foundation for the younger people that are going to follow behind us, right? And I said, Brother Razak is my man. He's the one who's going to make a difference. Brother Razak, our team here was deeply inspired by you.
Oh, that's nice to hear that. Thank you very much.
Right. So I said,
really
all right, come on, join the team and let's make a difference together.
No, that's really good. We have a huge amount of talent out there. We just need to bring it out. If there's anybody out there who's listening, who wants to be part of this dynamic station, please, please, please get in touch with us. We've got loads of ideas, loads of things that we want to do. But what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about Eid. Whether you're celebrating Eid tomorrow or Wednesday, we want you to have a fantastic time, enjoy yourselves. But remember, this is the first Eid we're going to have without lockdown. There will be some restrictions, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be different. You'll be able to visit everybody openly without having to worry about anything. Just make sure you take the normal precautions, but it's going to be fun. If you've got any questions, if you want to send any requests, if you want us to say any salams to anybody, please give us a call on 0116 482 2086 or text us on 07748 855 055. Now, as you're aware, it's time for Hajj now. People will be busy doing all sorts of things, getting ready for the cooking tomorrow. If you're celebrating your Eid tomorrow, tell us, what have you got planned for tomorrow? Or what are you planning tonight? You meeting up with your friends? You going out anywhere? You going out to eat? Please, let us know what's going on. What have you got planned for the day today then? What are you planning on this evening?
Of course, this evening I'm just going to get ready and making arrangements. Going to get all my clothes ready for tomorrow and make some du'as also. And, actually you can start saying your takbir after Maghrib.
That's true. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahil hamd. So after Maghrib, you can start doing that. So all the way through, please, please, please do that. When you're going to the mosque tomorrow as well, it's best to walk. If you live nearby, walk to the mosque and say your takbir as you're getting there. It's all sawab. Every single step you take going to the mosque is all sawab for you. Take advantage of that. Make the most of it. What else is happening?
There's a message there for you.
Oh yes, we've got a message from somebody, Musa Khatri, and he's saying, there you You go, Nana. That's my grandson, mashallah. So he's supporting me. He's really pleased with it. He's a lovely lad. He's involved in quite a lot of charity things as well. So, in fact, do you know something? I'm glad he's sent a message. I'll be inviting him to come over because he's done loads and loads of charity work and he's involved in the community as well. So I will get in touch with him. Musa, I'm glad you've got in touch with us. And it's given me some more ideas. And we'll get in touch and we'll plan on something. This is going to be good. I'm looking forward to this. So thank you all for listening in and really appreciate it. Please do give us a call if you've got any requests, if you want any advice or anything, please do that. That's what we're here for. This is all for you. What are your thoughts on this program? What would you like us to talk about? Remember, this is your show. It'll be based around what you want to do. This is why I've called my show Talk About Anything. It's your choice. So there's no set agenda. It's up to you. But tonight, all we're going to do is talk about Eid. What's happening with Eid? Let me tell you what's happening with my Eid. All I'm going to do is have a good time, get ready in the morning, going to the mosque. I'm celebrating Eid on Wednesday, so I'll be going to the mosque Wednesday morning, pray my namaz, go to the Qabristan, pray my fatihas, come home, visit the family, and obviously lunchtime is the usual thing. It's biryani. What have you got planned? What will you be cooking? Please do tell us. I've got a message as well. Someone wants to give salams to Uncle Zed and a smell and a special salams to my amazing Nana. Keep up the good work. Eid Mubarak to everyone at the radio station. Thank you so much, Maudhus. I really appreciate your kind words. You're a lovely lad. Jazakallah. Thank you.
I think I know this Musa, right?
Do you?
Yeah. I think I went to school with him.
I somehow don't think so.
Yeah.
I somehow don't think so.
No? It's not the same Musa then?
It's not the same Musa.
I tell you what, I'm mistaken.
You definitely...
It's not school I went with him. We were in university together.
No, you're wrong there again. You're wrong there again. You're making things up as you go along.
Did Musa not go to university?
No, he hasn't. He's a lot younger than you.
Are you sure?
Indeed, I can assure you.
Tell you what, I've got a different guy in my mind now.
You have.
It's not this Musa.
We'll find out. I'll bring him over. When you see him there, you'll know that it's not the same Musa that you're thinking about.
So you think this is the one and only Musa?
This is the one and only special Musa. And we love him to bits.
In the city of Leicester?
In the city of Leicester. Those who've come across Muhammad Musa, you don't forget him. He is certainly very, very good. So, really good. He's a nice lad. He's a nice lad. We're going to talk about some advice that we'd like you to follow to keep safe around Eid time. It's the normal thing. You've seen it all on television, you've heard it on the radio, you've seen some newspaper clips, you've seen it on Facebook, you've seen it everywhere. Please, please, please take the normal precautions. They've said that masks aren't compulsory, it's up to you, but to be safe, wear the masks. You all know what's happening. Even though you've had the vaccinations, you've had 2 jabs, there's still a chance you could catch COVID. But the good news is, if you've had the jabs, the chances are, if you do get COVID, it won't be as severe as what people would normally get if you hadn't had the jab. And talking of jab, if you haven't had yours, please, please, please go out there and take it. There are loads and loads of posts on Facebook, people, and on WhatsApp. And I call them the doctors of WhatsApp. Please don't listen to them. Listen to the experts. Listen to the people who've actually got a doctorate in medicine. They know what they're talking about. So don't make things up as you go along when you see things on WhatsApp and you think, oh, that's correct, and you forward it to somebody. Remember, when you send something over on WhatsApp, which you're not sure about, you may be confusing somebody. Somebody who really, really needs that jab will think twice, and it's dangerous. Somebody could lose their life over this. So please, don't send any of these messages about that are not 100% true. You do know that loads of things are like these are flying around, so don't send them, please. Keep to what's been advised by the medical profession and follow that, please. Okay? So, we're talking about Uncle Zed. Uncle Zed, okay. Uncle Zed is someone that he had mangoes together with the other day at IMT. Uncle Zed, is it the same Musa Khatri that you're talking about then?
I don't know, he's lost me there. Right now, he's like making me think of mangoes.
So you've had mangoes with him somewhere, the other day at IMT.
But I don't know what this IMT is all about, you know.
So we'll find out. We'll find out.
So I think a lot of attention has to be paid to COVID as well, isn't it?
Yes.
During this period when a lot of people will be gathered together for reading Eid Salah. And many people, they may relax to say, well, Boris says Freedom Day, but we still have to be careful. We mentioned that in the earlier program that we must take care.
It's very, very important, especially when you go to the mosques. Couple of things all the mosques have asked. Bring your musalla with you. And if you're going to the mosque, and if you haven't registered at the mosque already, write on a piece of paper your name, address, and your telephone number, and hand it in at the entrance, because they won't have the time. Remember, they're volunteers. They don't get paid. They are there to help us. They are there to make our life easier and to keep us safe. If they ask you to move, please move. They're not doing it for the sake of asking you to move. They're asking you to move for a reason. Follow the procedures that they have at the mosques. Bring your musalla, bring your bag to put your shoes in, do your wuzu at home. So you come to the mosque, pray your namaz, and then off you go. Please, no gathering around outside the mosque. You want to stay within your own bubbles, so you're not causing any problems for anybody. Stay safe, especially when you're in the mosque. You'll find that you won't be able to stand next to each other. There'll still be spaces because they're still going through the same process as we did last week, last month. There's no changes whatsoever in that. So please, I keep on saying it over and over again, listen to the volunteers when you go to the mosque. They have got a very, very difficult job to do. So please be patient, listen to them, and don't forget, they'll be doing it 3 or 4 times. The first namaz in some mosques starts at 6 o'clock, and then 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8. So they may be doing 4, 5, 6 times throughout the day. So please, just be careful and just look after them and give them some respect, because they do deserve some respect. They do a very, very good job. So make sure you do that. IMT, it's mango time for Z Akrim. All right, Akrimun's list. All right, okay, so now we know. Thank you, Mohammed Musa. Thank you for that. Right, what else shall we talk about? Well, there's loads to do as well. We've got, obviously, the same thing when you go to the cemetery, when you go to the Qabristan on Tuesday or Wednesday. There will be queues. Parking, again, we have this every year. Do not park in front of somebody's entrance. Please use the designated parking area. Don't just park on the verges where you're not supposed to park. Be careful, be considerate. If you can, share your cars with your bubble. Avoid taking 2 or 3 cars where there's just one person in each car. So you want to keep the traffic to a minimum. And you all know, if you haven't been there recently, there's loads of roadworks going on at the moment. So trust me, you're going to be stuck for hours. There's loads and loads of roadworks going on at the moment, because you'll get stuck big time. So give yourself ample time, and wherever possible, car share. Within your bubbles, obviously, because you don't want to share your car with somebody else that you don't really know or you don't have your bubble with. So we're all talking about being safe. So that's what this is about. But guys, please, I need some calls. Who's going to be my first caller? Who's going to be generous? Let me get some calls, please. Okay? So while we're waiting for the call, I'll just pray a small naat. So please, bear with me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kuwe nabi se आना सके हम चाहत ही कुछ ऐसी थी कुएं नबी से आ ना सके हम चाहत ही कुछ ऐसी थी कुएं नबी से आ न सके हम चाहत ही कुछ ऐसी थी भूल गए थे जन्नत हम तो जन्नत ही कुछ ऐसी थी कुएं नबी से आ ना सके हम चाहत ही कुछ ऐसी थी Sadaqallahul Azim. Hey, why don't you ring it and pray it out? That'll be nice. So if you've got any requests or you'd like to come on air and pray an out, please do come on. And I'm waiting for my first call. Please. Who's going to be generous? Who's going to be kind enough and come on air and wish me luck? Remember, this is my first show, so I'll need your help. And I'd like to talk about different things, anything that interests you. You want to talk about football? We'll talk about football. All you do is just ring to pass your salams. Give us your name, who you want to sell your salams to. Say Eid Mubarak to somebody. Say Eid Mubarak to somebody in your family, your friends. We're all waiting. Your friends will be waiting as well. So give us a call. Remember, the number is 0116 482 2086. That's 0116 482 2086. Or you can text your greetings on 07748 855 055. So that's 07748 855 055. Like I said, you can just ring up to pass your salams, say Eid Mubarak, whatever you want. Any message for anybody, that's what we're here for. That's what we want to do for you. You've all heard about what's been happening lately with the COVID situation. Literally not a day goes by when we don't hear about something. And there's always doom and gloom everywhere. But the good news is, mashallah, alhamdulillah, with the blessing of Allah, we're not having that many deaths. There are loads of cases because that's expected now, because the restrictions are being lifted and there will be quite a spike in the COVID. But the good news is that if you've had your jabs, you're quite safe. Safe in a sense that it won't be, if you do get COVID, it won't be severe. Remember, if you've had your jab, there is still a possibility that you could get COVID. But the good news is it won't be as severe as it used to be. So it's extremely unlikely you could be hospitalized or anything like that, alhamdulillah, which is good. So hence, this is the reason why I keep on saying, if you haven't had your jab, get it now. If you've had a phone call from your surgery to say that please come and have your jab, please take it. It's for your own good. If you think that I'm joking, speak to somebody where somebody in their family have had COVID and they've lost a loved one. Remember last year, we went through a huge phase. We lost hundreds of people. Somebody within Leicester as well. There's always somebody you've known who died of COVID. And it's a serious thing. Have the jab, protect yourself, protect your family as well. That's what this is about. Please protect yourself. This is really important. Now, obviously, tonight and tomorrow, the roads are going to be busy. Evington Road is going to be chock-a-blocked. Melbourne Road, East Park Road, all the takeaways are going to be busy. People will be cooking at home as well. Let me know what you're going to cook. I'd like to know what you're going to cook, so that'll be quite good. Like I said, I'll be having biryani. And I'd like to say I'm going to cook it myself. I'm going to marinate everything. But if I'd said that, I'd be lying. So I won't be doing that. And also, please, one other thing you need to remember is when you eat with some, be careful. Don't overeat where you start going, oh my God, I've eaten too much. But sometimes when you cook it, when families cook it, your mothers or your sisters or your wife, they cook something. And there's something about Eid when they cook something. There's a special taste when you start eating and you just want to eat. And you just want to eat, and you just want to eat. And then when you finish, you just sit on the settee, and you go, oh, that's it. You don't want to move. That's what Eid is about, I think, enjoying the food. I mean, I love that. That's really good. So let us know what you're planning tomorrow. What are you cooking? Or are you going to get a takeaway? Have you given an order out to some of the catering companies? Because there are loads of companies who are doing the catering as well, which makes life easier. So let us know what you're doing. And it's one other thing as well, which I've got to mention, when you're parking, please try to keep it clean, don't litter, and make sure your neighbors are not disturbed as well, especially tonight and tomorrow night, because everyone's going to be out and about, getting some tea or juices or takeaways or whatever, so you'll be up till late. Most of you have taken the day off work tomorrow. Some of you may have to work, but don't forget, not everybody's celebrating Eid. There will be others who will actually be going to work tomorrow morning, or they'll have to work early, they'll have to get up early in the morning to go for a namaz, and then they'll go to work. So please be considerate, and please, no arguments, no fights, just enjoy yourself. If someone says anything, just say, Alhamdulillah, and walk away. Why do you want to get involved in anything that you don't need to do? Just be safe and enjoy yourself. This is what this is about. It's forgive and forget. Remember, this is a time when you need to forget and forgive everybody in the family. You may have had some issues with people within your family. Remember, forgive them. If they don't want to forgive you, that's up to them. But in your heart, get yourself cleared up. Forgive them. This is what it's about, and you'll feel much, much better. There's no point in carrying things on. I've known families where they carry on the hatred that keeps on going on for generations. This brother won't talk to that sister. This brother won't talk to the other brother. And then the kids unfortunately get sucked into this. And the kids miss out on this family bonding. It's a shame. And sometimes it happens when we listen to the third party, where all they want to do is mess the family up. So when you hear a gossip about you from somebody, go and talk to the person directly and tell him or her, this is what I've heard. Is it true? And they'll set it right for you. There could be a misunderstanding. Clear the misunderstanding. Don't take it personally. Don't take it to the grave with you. It's the worst thing that you can do. So remember, forgive and forget. That's what life is about. That's what our Prophet told us. There's no point in taking grudges with us to the grave. Enjoy yourselves. This is what Eid is about. This is the time. This is the perfect opportunity to get yourself sorted out. Get your conscience clear. Remember as well, if you've got your Qurbani, whether it's being done in the UK or abroad, just remember that every single bit you've done for the Qurbani, remember it's not the meat, it's why you're doing it. That's important. And remember that there'll be people who'll be having meat who haven't had meat for months, in some cases over a year, and they'll be giving you dua. Imagine somebody who hasn't had meat for 6-7 months, and suddenly they'll be having meat. Imagine the joy on their face. Imagine the joy on the children's faces when they have meat. They'll be thanking you. They'll be making dua for you. Ya Allah, whoever's provided me with this, grant them Jannat. Ya Allah, forgive their sins. They'll be praying for you. So if you haven't done your Qurbanis, if you haven't sorted it out, there's still time. There's loads of charities who are doing it online now. You can go online now, get your Qurbani sorted out. It's really important that you do it. It's one of the pillars of Islam. You have to do it. If you can afford it, you've got to do it. There's no other excuse for it. And it's not expensive. You wouldn't think twice about spending 50, 60 quid, 70 quid on a takeaway when you go out at the weekend with your friends. It's nothing. So what's spending 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 80 pounds on one Qurbani once a year? Once a year only. Think about that. Less than a cup of coffee a week. That's all it is. Less than 1 cup of coffee a week. Less than 1 cup of chai a week. That's all it is. Think about that. You won't think twice about having 2 or 3 cups of chai or coffee in the week. What's wrong in giving up 1 cup of coffee for somebody who really needs it? So remember, do that. If you haven't done your Qurbani, get it sorted out now. Listen, guys, I've only got a minute to go. Let's see if we can get any more salams for anybody. I'll be back next week, inshallah, and we'll have a special guest with us. We'll be talking about different things. We'll be talking about politics. We'll be talking about what's going on in our lives, issues. We've got some relationship issues, anything you want to talk about. You can be completely anonymous. That's what we're here for. If we can't help you, we'll direct you to where you can get help from. This is purely all anonymous. Nobody will know anything about it. We are here to help everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what religion you follow. You may not be a Muslim. It doesn't matter. We're here for everybody. So if you've got any friends who want to discuss anything in confidence, please feel free to give us a call. Hopefully next week when I on air again, we'll be discussing that. So please, with this, I'd like you to bear you all farewell and have a lovely evening and enjoy your Eid, whether you're doing it tomorrow or Wednesday. But have fun, enjoy yourself, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.